Now, as we're wrapping up with frequency distributions, we need to take a look at how they apply to the normal distribution. A normal distribution has a roughly symmetrical distribution of the data around the mean, median, and the mode, all of which are approximately equal to each other. So as you can see in this image here on the right, with the mean, median, mode roughly equal in the middle of a shape, with roughly 50% of the data falling to the left and 50% of the data falling to the right. Now, if we're looking at a frequency distribution, we can look at the occurrence of the frequencies to give us an idea of this. So, if it's a normal distribution, it's going to start low with lower frequencies, increasing to one or two high frequencies, and then decrease to lower frequencies again. So if we have this pattern, we know that we're looking at roughly a normal distribution. Distribution should be approximately symmetric, with the frequencies preceding the maximum being roughly a mirror image of those that follow the maximum. Okay, now let's apply this to the data we just finished working with. If we're looking at actors, we can apply this. We can see that in fact they do start low, although we get to higher scores pretty quick, and then they drop off again to lower frequencies. So it's an approximately normal distribution. Looking at the actresses' data, we can see they actually peak off pretty fast, and then the lower scores are all clustered down on one end. So this is not a normal distribution. In fact, it's skewed to the right. And what do I mean when I say something's skewed to the right? Well, here are diagrams looking at the two basic skewed distributions. So in the right skewed distribution, we can see your mode occurring much more frequently, right, than your median or your mean. So they are not roughly accurate to approximations of each other. This means if you look at the right skewed distribution, if I use my mean, it would give me a poor estimate for how likely these events are to occur. So if we're looking at left skewed distribution, it goes the opposite direction. So my mean comes first, followed by my median and my mode. Now, why does this all matter? As we look ahead to statistics, we're going to find when we're looking at doing a t-test and also looking ahead to other distributions, they often require a normal distribution. So doing a frequency distribution quickly to eyeball your data helps you give you a rough idea of whether or not you're looking at a normal distribution. If you're not, there's certain statistical calculations you're not going to be able to use. So this concludes our look at section material for 2.1 and 2.2. And next up, we'll have lectures looking at histograms.